Mr. Transformers 96 here with another video. I'm going to talk about a newly shown Hot Toys item. It's basically their update to the Avengers Endgame Captain America figure. So of course there was two like kind of secret accessories that they did show, or they didn't show, but they announced that there were two accessories coming when they put the figure on pre-order. After everyone saw the movie, it was pretty obvious what those accessories would be. But now we have the official images of them, as well as they did update part of the figure being the head sculpt. That was the biggest thing that people had issues with, including myself, was that this is the kind of last go around for a Captain America figure, and a new head sculpt was totally necessary. Their original one that they've been doing for a while is a really good head sculpt, don't get me wrong, but it definitely had room for improvement, and considering this was kind of the last one, this would be the perfect time to do it. I don't believe this is going to be the last Captain America figure from Hot Toys, of course. Even if he's never in a movie again, I do think that, eventually down the line, probably in a couple years, we'll get some sort of commemorative series Captain America where it's like a DX, really special one. I could totally see that. But, it was disappointing that they didn't really do a new head sculpt for this kind of last version for now. However, they did redo it now, and they're giving us a new sculpt. The sculpt itself is very similar, however, it is new, which is nice. So let's go over it, starting off with that head sculpt. Here it is. If you compare it to the other photos of the Endgame Captain America before they showed the updated one, it's almost identical. It's really hard to tell what the differences are. Mainly, the big difference is the hair. The last one, the hair kind of swooshed to one side a bit more than this. This one goes back just kind of all over a lot more than the last one. So that's kind of the biggest difference with the head sculpt that you can really see. The rest is very small things. I assume that it's very little tweaks and mainly paint, but they do call it a new head sculpt, so I do think that it is different than the last one in general, but I think that it's very similar. It's a good head sculpt. I definitely see the likeness to Chris Evans as Captain America. It's pretty nice. Could it be a little bit better? Yeah, I could see a little bit more improvements. This isn't like spot on every angle, but it's pretty good. Like I'm very happy with this sculpt. I think that it does look nice, and the expression is actually really good. It's pretty stern, but I do like it a lot. Looking up at the head sculpt looks better. It is probably the best angle in my opinion. From straight on, it looks good. Don't get me wrong, but it's not. It loses a bit of the accuracy when you're looking just straight on at it, like right here. I don't know what it is. I think it's almost the lines around the face, around the lips, are a bit odd. It kind of takes it down a little bit. But overall, I do think that the face sculpt's pretty decent. The suit, just talking about the suit, nothing new here, but just really liking the look of the suit. I don't know, in this photo in particular, you can really get a good look at the suit detail, and the color scheme is really nice for it. But yeah, again, like from low angles, that head sculpt looks really nice. I do like it. Here's kind of a full body shot. The head almost looks a little bit big here, but I believe it's just kind of the angle. I think overall it does look good. And then the other kind of accessories that are new are Mjolnir, of course, is the Thor's hammer. This is obviously one that was going to be made with this figure. However, I would have liked to have some electricity pieces. Captain America, to my surprise, really used like the electricity of the hammer quite a bit in the movie, or at least in the coolest scenes he did. So I would have really liked it to be represented here in the figure. I know that they've done like electricity pieces in the past for the hammers, particularly with the Age of Ultron Thor, if I'm not mistaken. The hammer itself lit up, I think, but it also came with like electricity pieces that can be put around it. Really wish that those were included here, just because I would have liked to express the kind of electricity aspect of the hammer with Cap. I think that would have been really nice. You can get him in some nice poses here, kind of jumping with the hammer. He looks really cool with the two weapons together. And then, of course, the other one is the broken shield, which looks quite nice. You can kind of see it very small there at the bottom, that he does come with the other pieces of the shield, so you do get like the broken pieces of it, so you can display them at his base or wherever you prefer. But overall, I do think that it does look quite nice. The broken shield itself looks really good. My only issue with it is it doesn't look that damaged. Now, when I first saw it on display, and I made a video about it on display, it looked really pristine. Seeing it in the official images here, there is some scuffs right here and down here, so there's a bit of scuffing, but it's weird that that the broken shield, I would have liked it to be like full battle damage, because the battle damage that's here, this is the full shield, and the full shield has a lot more damage than the one that's broken in half when it just comes to the paint, which I think is really weird. I would have liked it to be even more damaged, the broken one, but the broken one's actually a bit cleaner than the full one, which is weird. I would have liked that to be reversed. But overall, here we now have like all the images, and we know exactly what we're getting with this Captain America figure. So just going over the accessories again, you get a standard base, you get a set of hands, all your basic hands for Captain America. You get the little pocket compass slash watch with the Peggy Carter's picture in it. You get two shields, one that's broken, one that's full. You get Mjolnir, Thor's hammer. And then as far as the face sculpt goes, you get a helmeted sculpt, which comes with three interchangeable mouthpieces. You get an unhelmeted sculpt, and then you get a helmet on its own. So overall, you really get everything that you could want with this one. To be honest, like as far as accessories go, I can't really think of any other accessories that I like to see this Captain America come with, other than the base being really plain. I would have liked maybe an environment style base. I think that might have been really cool, but unfortunately he does just come with a really standard base. But overall, you get just about everything that you could want with this Captain America, which is quite nice, and I do like the fact that we are getting a new head sculpt. It's not, I would have liked them to have designed a new one over a long period of time, you know, so that it could be really done nicely. It looks like very much that they put him on pre-order. They saw a massive backlash to not having a new head sculpt, and then they saw that it was a little inaccurate, especially when the hair is concerned. So they kind of went in there, took most of the aspects from the original, and then just kind of updated a few small things and redid the hair. That really seems to be the big differences. I'm still very happy about it. I can't complain. They could have easily just stayed course and not done anything new, but they did change it up, which is nice. Would have liked it to be a little bit more extensive though, but nonetheless I do think that it is quite nice. I do absolutely plan to get this Captain America figure. This is kind of just a really good, solid Captain America figure to have, to be honest. I have kind of the two extremes when it comes to Captain Americas right now. I have the Avengers 1 Captain America, which is very patriotic and cheesy, and then I have the Infinity War Captain America, which is like, so I have the most patriotic, the most cheesy Captain America, and I have the most realistic and gritty Captain America, because he's, got the full beard, he's tore off his star. He doesn't have a shield. But so now this is my perfect Captain America that's in the middle. That's like the nice modernized but classic Captain America. So I'll have kind of the three variations of Captain America suits. I don't need the other ones that kind of go in between those, but I have the most extreme ones, which I think is really cool. So yeah, so this is definitely going to be a figure that I plan to purchase. It's a bit expensive, but you do get a decent amount with it, and with a new head sculpt, it helps justify that price a bit more, I will say. So there you go. That's my thoughts on the new updates to the Avengers Endgame Captain America figure. Let me know what you guys think of them, and thanks so much for watching.